All right, students. In this video, it's our job to evaluate expressions, but what we're plugging in could be decimals, could be negatives. Negative numbers and evaluating expressions and calculators, they sometimes work against each other. Let's see if we can get everything plugged in properly. While we're working these problems, I encourage you to find your calculator and work them at the same time, and see if you can get your calculator to work correctly to get the final answers that we get as we're working together. Let's start number one by replacing the variables with sets of open parentheses. Then we'll plug into those parentheses. Z is 4.1. Y is -5. Now we know that subtraction can be rewritten as addition of the first number and the opposite of the second number. Well, I don't even need a calculator for this one now. I can add 5 and 4 is 9. So 4.1 plus 5 is 9.1. There's the way I want you to show your work. Write the problem down, use parentheses to plug in, and then show your work leading to your final answer. Here comes number two. I'll rewrite the problem using open sets of parentheses for the variables. Now plug in for x, 0.7, and plug in for y, -5. Let's grab a calculator to help with the computation. I need 3 times 0.7. 3 times 0.7 is 2.1. And then I add that to -5. Whoops, 2.1. Whiteout, it's my best friend. Now 2.1 plus -5. Lots of ways to do that on a calculator. One way is to type in 2.1 and subtract 5. That's a good final answer. Another way to get the same answer would be to go 2.1 and add 5, -2.9. Different calculators work differently. You should try this one on your calculator and make sure that you can get a good final answer of -2.9. Again, when you show your work, write the problem down and show all the steps. You never just write the problem down and the answer down. Last problem. We'll multiply x times y and subtract z. This is 0.7. Y is -5. Z is 4.1. Let's multiply 0.7 times -5. 0.7 multiplied by 5 is 3.5. And I know a positive times a negative is a negative. Now subtract 4.1. Tricky stuff on a calculator. Here's one way to do it. I'll type in 3.5 and make it negative. Then subtract 4.1. That's a good final answer. Now your calculator might not work the same way. You might have to hit your negative key first. You might have to go -3.5 minus 4.1. Just depends on the calculator. Grab your calculator right now and make sure that you can make this one work and end up with -7.6. If your calculator is working correctly, then you know you're going to do well when you work the homework problems. All right. Your turn. Go to work. I've enjoyed working with you this weekend. Have a great week.